Best goddamn goat I've ever seen.
Please, not
If I could
this.
sell this
Not again.
ripping it, or if I just stay on my horse forever. Do I collect the
Come on.
giant head? Actually, I think that's my next one. Is the giant head.
Criminy.
Let's learn more about Botchiling. This is what we're looking for. Bestiary. Oh boy. So, Botchiling.
Come on, Roach. Lightning strike.
Or lightning strike, listen. Somebody's acting out. Come on, my Botchiling, buddy.
Take it easy. Move it.
Castle's
on fire!
Hide the young'uns! Ow! What? The little ace save us.
It's burning!
I'm not a fireman.
Sir.
I didn't do it.
Help! Sir! Oh!
It's him.
No!
Yes. Can you tell by the way he looks like?
The little ace save us.
Help! No! Run for your life! You! Run for your life! Fire! All of you!
Yeah, Assassin's Creed, man.
Looks like rain.
Just gonna get some water. I'm just in sheer panic. I couldn't believe this happened. It's crazy. Oh, I missed him. Good for the body and the mind. How do I get upstairs, people?
Lady Smith kicking the ass.
Good start.
Baron set the stables afire. It's burning.
The little ace savers.
Baron set the
The little
stables
ace
afire.
savers.
Oh yeah.
Run for your lives!
This way. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have a nice stand talking to the land. Can't be
Drunk old
setting-
fool tottering about again.
Oh, yeah.
Aye, set the
I was just
stable
gonna say,
afire.
you got-
Calm it gotta put it out.
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
Hey man, the horse.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Well, what will you say now? He'll kill the lot of them.
Baron, sir! Colonel! Calm yourself before you burn the castle down!
You dare tell me to calm down?
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Back there. Free the horses. Brother, no.
Ha 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 ha! We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah! Fucking
What?
get out
Lost
of
your
here!
nerve? They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick! Ah! I see you whining prick, you can't.
Bet on me. Mine too. Who's got hands?
The rifle, that is.
Ah!
Damn it.
Looking, the rifle, that is.
Bitch.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone.
This guy's a fucking liar.
Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Live by the bottle, die by the bottle, bitch.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
If this was Skyrim, you'd be dead.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Yeah, I just learned that.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up. And empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity,
It'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic.
There you go, bro.
Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Angry specters. Botchiling's scent attracted them.
Do something!
How long you gonna make me wait?
Take me! It's writhing something fierce! I can't hold it! Calm it somehow! You've angered it!
What? Lost your nerve?
That is not my child. Can't be. Shit!
Shit.
You've angered it! God, that is not my child. Can't be. You've angered it! That is not my child. Can't be. You've angered it! You've angered it!
The Witcher's contact in Velen was to be Hendrik, the Emperor's spy. Hendrik was operating incognito in that war-ravaged land. His mission, to gather intelligence about Ciri. Yet Geralt arrived too late. The Wild Hunt had reached Hendrik first. The Witcher learned nothing from the spy's corpse, but the Wraiths had failed to find his notes. Geralt read them and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose good. The
What's...
Botchling's. Take it in your arms.
And if it goes...
Keeps.
Bloody hell.
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death. Pick it up. Take it in your arms. Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Spectres. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Oh, my mother's alive. Do something!
Come on.
Take me! It's writhing something fierce! Can't hold it! Calm it somehow! Oh. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Do that.
More coming. Need to hurry.
On with it! We'll not wait till they devour us.
chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her?